Imagine waking up one morning and seeing nothing but darkness. No sunrise, no daylight. What if the sun suddenly disappeared? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? The sun, our closest star, is so much more than just a source of light. It's the linchpin of life as we know it, a cosmic powerhouse that does more than just brighten our days. Let's dive in. The sun provides us with warmth, a critical element for life on Earth. It's like the world's thermostat, maintaining the delicate balance that allows life to thrive. Without the sun's heat, our planet would quickly become a frozen wasteland, devoid of the conditions necessary for life. But the sun's influence transcends temperature. It's also the engine that drives our weather. Solar heat warms the atmosphere, oceans and land, creating wind, powering ocean currents and fueling the water cycle. Without the sun, there would be no rain, no snow, no storms. Our world would be a static, silent sphere, but that's not all. The sun also plays a crucial role in sustaining life on Earth. It fuels photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight into the energy they need to grow. This process produces oxygen, a gas vital for most forms of life, including us, humans. And it doesn't end there. The sun's gravitational pull keeps our planet in a stable orbit. Without it, Earth would be set adrift in the vastness of space, a rogue planet without a star to call home. Now, let's talk about the sun's life cycle. Like all stars, the sun was born, it lives, and it will eventually die. But don't panic just yet. Scientists estimate the sun is middle-aged in star years and has about 5 billion years left. The possibility of its disappearance, while theoretically possible, is not something we need to worry about in our lifetime. The sun's disappearance isn't just about darkness, it's an event that would transform life as we know it. So next time you enjoy a sunny day, take a moment to appreciate our amazing sun, the true star of our solar system. The moment the sun vanishes, we wouldn't know for about 8 minutes and 20 seconds. An odd fact, isn't it? Let's unpack this. The sun is about 93 million miles away from us. Light travels at a mind-boggling speed, around 186,000 miles per second to be precise. So, the sunlight we're basking in at any moment actually left the sun's surface about 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago. So, if the sun were to suddenly cease to exist, we'd be blissfully unaware of this cosmic catastrophe for just over 8 minutes. It's a bit like living in the past, in a sense. But once those 8 minutes are up, the real fallout begins. First, the world would plunge into darkness. The sun, our primary source of light, is gone. No more daylight, just an eternal night. This isn't your ordinary power outage. Streetlights won't save us this time. We're talking about a darkness so complete it's hard for us to truly comprehend. Next, we'd feel the loss of the sun's gravitational pull. The Earth, along with the other planets in our solar system, are kept in their respective orbits by the sun's gravity. Without it, the Earth would no longer be tethered to its path. We'd start drifting off into space, embarking on a lonely and aimless journey through the cosmos. And let's not forget the immediate drop in temperature. The sun is our primary source of heat. Without it, temperatures would plummet. The world would quickly start to freeze over, beginning with the surface, and eventually extending deep into the Earth's crust. The immediate aftermath is swift and disorienting, but the long-term effects are even more catastrophic. As we move forward, we'll delve into what happens next, the long-term consequences of a sunless universe. But for now, let's take a moment to appreciate the sun, the star at the center of our lives and our world. As the warmth fades and temperatures plummet, the Earth becomes a frozen wasteland. In this sunless reality, our planet experiences a global cooling of epic proportions. As sunlight no longer reaches us, we see the average temperature of the Earth's surface plunge swiftly. Within a week, the average global surface temperature would fall below freezing. After a year, it would plummet to negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But the cold is just one facet of this chilling scenario. Photosynthesis, the life-sustaining process by which plants convert sunlight into energy, would cease. Without the sun's energy, plants would be unable to produce oxygen, a vital gas that we humans and countless other species need to survive. Not only would our planet's oxygen supply be in jeopardy, but our food chains would also collapse. The extinction of plants would lead to the demise of herbivores, followed by the predators that feed on them. In essence, the sun's disappearance would be a death sentence for most life forms on Earth. But what about us, the supposedly intelligent and adaptable humans? Could we defy the odds and find a way to survive in this sunless world? Our best bet would be to go underground. Deep within the Earth, conditions are more stable and temperatures don't fluctuate as drastically as they do on the surface. We could create subterranean habitats, insulated from the icy world above. To power our new underground homes, we could harness geothermal energy, which is heat derived from the Earth's core. This energy source is not reliant on the sun and would provide us with the necessary warmth and power. However, even with our technological prowess, life would be incredibly challenging. The lack of sunlight would affect our mental health, and food would be scarce. We would have to grow crops using artificial light and cultivate mushrooms which don't require sunlight. Without the sun, Earth transforms into a dark, icy, and inhospitable world. But despite the grim outlook, the human spirit, coupled with our ingenuity, may just give us a fighting chance. The sun's disappearance doesn't just affect Earth, it alters the entire solar system. The sun, our glowing life-giving beacon, plays a far more significant role than merely lighting up our blue skies and warming our days. It's the gravitational anchor that keeps our solar system together. Imagine the sun as the center of a cosmic whirligig, with planets, asteroids, and comets all dancing around it, held in place by its immense gravitational pull. Now picture this: the sun suddenly vanishes. With the gravitational tether gone, the planets would no longer have a central point to orbit. Instead, they would continue moving in a straight line along their current paths at the same speed they were traveling when the sun disappeared. This phenomenon, known as Newton's first law of motion, describes an object in motion staying in motion unless acted upon by an external force. Our Earth, along with the other planets, would become rogue planets wandering the cosmic void. But what about the smaller bodies in our solar system like asteroids and comets? They too would be set adrift, becoming interstellar nomads. The asteroid belt, a region of space between Mars and Jupiter teeming with rocky bodies, would disperse. The same goes for the Kuiper belt, a distant ring of icy objects beyond Neptune's orbit, including Pluto. And the Oort cloud, a theorized sphere of icy bodies at the very edge of our solar system. It would lose its gravitational shepherd, sending comets spiraling into the depths of space. In essence, our solar system as we know it would cease to exist. The planets we've come to know and study, the asteroid and Kuiper belts, the Oort cloud, all these familiar features would be scattered across the cosmos, leaving behind a vast empty space where the sun once reigned. Without the sun, our solar system would be unrecognizable. The scenario of the sun vanishing may sound like science fiction, but it's a reminder of our dependency on this star. Indeed, the sun isn't just a glowing ball in the sky that provides us with daylight. It's the cornerstone of our existence, the engine of life on Earth, and the anchor of our solar system. We've explored this in depth throughout our journey, from the chilling immediate aftermath of the sun's disappearance to the long-term consequences and the unimaginable reality of a universe without the sun. The sun's ceaseless nuclear fusion process sustains life on our planet. It's the sun's energy that powers photosynthesis, the process that fuels the growth of plants, our primary food source, and the producers of the oxygen we breathe. Without the sun, this cycle of life would come to a standstill. But it's not just about us. The sun's gravitational pull keeps our planet and its fellow celestial bodies in their respective orbits. Without this gravitational anchor, the planets would drift off into space, resulting in a destabilized solar system. And yet, this catastrophic scenario isn't just the stuff of nightmares or blockbuster movies. It's a stark reminder of our place in the universe and our profound reliance on the sun. It underscores the need for us to respect and protect the limited resources we have on Earth, as we have no other place to go should the sun's light ever go out. Understanding these catastrophic scenarios and the sun's pivotal role in our existence can help us appreciate it more. It's easy to take the sun for granted given its constant presence. But as we've seen, its absence would bring about cataclysmic changes that we wouldn't be able to survive. So the next time you bask in the sun's warmth, remember, it's more than just light and heat, it's the life force of